Hi, everybody. We are Waddl, which is one part Tinder for restaurants and one part restaurant tracker. My name is Jonah Zukoski.
I'm Jacob.
And we developed this app within the Team App Dev class this semester, along with the help from two other journalists. So our goal can be summarized into 3 words: discover, pin, and save. We want to be able to bring the opportunity to travelers, foodies, and food lovers alike to be able to not only discover new restaurants, but also track restaurants that they already love in in cities, whether that be their hometown or cities that they travel to across the US. Now, I'll show you a little bit how our app works. When you load into the app to begin with, you'll be presented with the Tinder-style Discover view, in which you can see any new restaurants that you haven't previously seen. You can swipe right for interested, swipe left for uninterested. If you swipe right for interested, it'll be added to your collection of restaurants that you may want to go to. After that, the user can either go to the Pin tab or the Save tab. The Pin tab basically shows the restaurants that they are interested in based on their geo-coordinates, where they are. From there, they can go in, see more detailed information about the restaurants, change their status, say they like the restaurant after going to it, say they disliked it, leave notes, check the Yelp page, among other things. From the saved, you can search other restaurants, and along with that, you can filter through all of these restaurants that you've saved for specific types of restaurants. Say you only want to see a barbecue restaurants today. Maybe you're interested in that. So now I'm going to pass it over to Jacob, who's going to show you a more in-depth demonstration.
Okay, so like Jonah said, you start out here on the Discover tab, where you can swipe left or right on restaurants. It'll give you a picture, the name, Yelp rating, price, and some tags describing the restaurant. You can also expand this to see more images and get the address and phone number, both of which you can click to actually call or get directions. Then you can swipe right or left, depending on whether or not you're interested, and if you're interested, it'll add it to your map and to your list of saved restaurants. Liked restaurants appear on the map in green. Disliked ones appear in red, pretty naturally. And the ones you're just interested in are in gray. So let's say we're actually in Cupertino and we go to this place. On the map, you have the option to get directions, which will open up the Maps app. Or you can tap here to open up the review page. It'll have images, as well as information. You can say that you liked or disliked the restaurant and add a note. Because the simulator doesn't pop up the keyboard properly, but you can add a note like they had really good, I don't know.
It's probably sushi.
Sushi? Yeah. Maybe they had really good sushi. And then you save it, and it will save on the map and everywhere as being disliked. If you get lost on the map, you can tap this button to go back to your current location. And there's also a filter. So you can select different price points, cities, and tags, and it will only show you restaurants that meet the criteria. So I can say I only want $2 Japanese restaurants, and suddenly that one disappears. You can't zoom out in the map on the simulator, so I'll go to the Saved tab where the filter also applies, and we don't have any $2 Japanese restaurants, but we do have a $3 one, and it's disliked. So clear the filters, and you can see that all the restaurants are separated into groups with liked at the top, because those are the ones you probably most want to see and interested, and it will show you the disliked ones. You can also search them. So let's say we have a lot, and I want to find this falafel stop. I can start typing, and it will filter to show me falafel stop and I can see that I really like the falafel here, apparently. You can tap on the Yelp logo to open up the Yelp page. That's not, yeah, you know, it's something. You can read the reviews, see what people thought. Again, you can tap on the phone number. I don't know, does that work in the simulator? It doesn't work in the simulator, but you can tap on the phone number to call, or you can tap on the address, and it just opens up maps. Oh, okay. Never used maps on the simulator before. But it opens up maps and finds your route to the restaurant. So, yeah, that's...
So some future plans that we have for Waddl, specifically integration with some of these reservation apps so that we can provide a more seamless transition for users, that's the web browser, from using our app to getting to the restaurant all in one fell swoop. You'll see that app-wide filtering is on there. Jacob implemented the app-wide filtering over the weekend, so that's a bit outdated. And then lastly, we want to get it beta tested and put on the App Store, which we will be doing shortly, I guess. So, any questions?
So where does all the content come from? All the restaurants that you see that you can swipe on, and the different kind of categories and stuff like that?
It's getting pulled from the Yelp API.
Okay, so everything's from Yelp.
Yep.
Okay. And where'd the name Waddl come from?
You know, it just kind of came to me in a dream. No, it didn't. GitHub has a repository name generator, and when we created the repository for the project, the name it gave us was Urban Waddle, and we were thinking about app names, and we just kind of went with that. We thought it sounded nice and kind of made sense.
Other questions? Thank you.